I find it weird.
This one's heavy.
I find it weird that my character has a voice, but only when he moves, not when he's talking to people. It's kind of unfortunate. I wish I could hear his voice when he talks to people, but it is what it is.
Again.
Oh, right. Uh, go for the heart.
Swing and oh. Yeah.
Next time the goblins come, I'll be ready.
The waiting's getting to me.
This is boring. We should train against real goblins.
You're an idiot.
Step, Harry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing. Well, I'm in no position to turn down help. We need to be ready for a fight, but I'm useless with a sword. Like this, you mean? Step, step, strike. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
You're all going to die. Come on, man. I can't be that much of a dick.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
No.
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
What's in here?
That thing was hopping.
No helping it. We're exposed now. I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face with fright and truth. You're an idiot. We've known enough grief this 10-day traveler. Don't be the cause of more.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
My fill of this place.
Damn goblins! Oh, I was just gonna let it fall off, stick it in my satchel. Ain't letting anyone here near me. They all sat and watched while Zevlor near got us killed. What about our people? Half the crew's lying dead back in that ruin. Even the new lad, his first contract, and we land him in a goddamn goblin nest. He actually stood and fought, the stupid bastard. Like I never trained him better. Bravery? No. When it gets you killed, it's just called stupidity. That was lesson 1. If Liam had only bloody listened. Small mercies. We're packing up, and I'd advise you to do the same. Seems our kind ain't welcome here. Wound looks clean. Small mercies.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts.
Could be worse.
How?
Could have been us.
I'm waiting on someone and you aren't him. Do you mind?
Jeez. Okay, kid. Fuck.
We're packing up, and I'd advise you to do the same. Seems our kind ain't welcome here.
What? Why do you teleport like that? That's creepy.
If it ain't the fearless Goblin Slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot. Half my crew are full of holes. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here, and losing track of the bloody druid. They chased us, all the way from the ruins we were poking around in. Aye. His name's Halsin. And if he's still alive, he'll be cursing the day he laid eyes on me. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now. Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here, with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
Wow, asshole.
Back to the gate. I'm drinking. You're leaving. I already told you. He was at the temple ruins with us. But it ain't like we forced him to go along. As soon as he heard we had a contract to find that Night Song relic, he was more eager than a hound in heat. When the goblins jumped us, most of my crew scarpered, just like I taught them to. The old codger didn't. Yeah, and I'd do the same again. He weren't my responsibility. If you want to play the hero, go ask the goblins nicely. And maybe they'll give you whatever's left of him. Easy money. Yeah, right.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out. Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
Luck's been on our side this far. No reason to think it'll run out now.
Optimism, my friend. Try it out.
What comes next?
We finish this bottle. Got enough debt.
Not the worst plan you've had lately.
Only going to ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
I said I don't have it. Maybe he dropped it running away from those big, scary goblins.
You little split-tongued freak!
Good enough. 5-5.
What kind of question is that? Why does anyone steal anything? Fine. I have the stupid amulet. Take it.
To impress a girl, most like.
It looked like my mother's, all right? Just take the damn thing and leave me alone.
Keep it, kid. You need it more than me. Hook it.
Move along.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get. We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? I must admit, you've been a surprise, and not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me.
Okay, so that doesn't change.
Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
I mean, you can take the javelin if you want. I don't want it. Here, you take it. I don't want it. Alright, what do you got here? Oh. Here, take my ink pot. Take these. No, we really want this. I really need a rope. Not enough, huh? Helmet. Okay, that would come in handy. I got my copper band. Not much for rings. Alex. Actually, that could come in handy. Oh. Here, take my sandals. I don't want it. You want this too? Oh yeah. Take another ink ball. And, spiked bulb. Okay. Take your crossbow, please. Oh. Is that how much gold I have? I found this. You can have it. Alright. Huh. I really, really want that crossbow, god damn it. Alright.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
I'll leave you to it.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what will come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
Those goblins will rue the day they chose to tangle with this grove. You and I will do some good here. I can feel it.
My thunder wave will make quick work of any goblin. Just you wait.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
Ah, gruel. My favorite. Steamed gruel.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. It's a rare day when I see one of you lot about. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Pickle. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Aha! You take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky. Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Why, she sounds positively demented. I love it. Let's tell her everything.
What is it, Pickle? What's wrong?
Okay, that's a plus in my book. That was cheeky. I like that.
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... yes, I may have something at home. I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother.
I mean... uh, hmm. Here, take my boots and a little something for you. And maybe take a short bow. You have one of my axes, one of my javelins. You have one of those. And there you go. And uh, Oh, hey, underwear. Hey, good to know I'm wearing underwear today. Alright, well, there you go.
Be careful on the road. I'd hate if something happened to you. Take care, Pet.
Alright. So I'm going to step out for just to rest my back. There's one more guy I probably should visit. Actually, there's a couple more people, I'm sure. Let's go take a look. And then I will call it there. Let's see.
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come?
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
Okay, that's that. Yeah, I think that's it. Interesting to say the least.
He stares right past you as if you're invisible or boring. He's still staring right past you.
Actually, I believe this is a job for you, my lady. Shadowheart, could you talk to him?
My pleasure.
Actually, no, oops.
He stares right past you as if you're invisible
Maybe.
or boring.
Maybe you can entertain him. There you go.
Worth talking to, perhaps.
He stares right past you as if you're invisible or boring. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good thing I chose her.
The edges of a concealed entrance.
I see. Well.
At the ready.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to be here.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Not sure why you're poking your nose in our business, though. We have that in common, then. But you aren't welcome here. This is our hideout. But hey, maybe you didn't know. Because of that, I'll give you a 10 count to leave. 9. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Little slow on the uptake, aren't you? Fine then. What happens next is your fault.
Okay. Continent path. 7. You know what? Hold on. Let's make it interesting. Asterion,
Someone there?
do the honors and open it up.
I've got a long road ahead. What path lies before me?
What am I missing here? I didn't find anything of value there. Unless I'm missing something. Yeah, I don't see anything of value. That was it. I like to imagine that Astarion it's like maybe we could. These are children anyway. What harm could it do? He was just counting to 10. Alright, let's get out of here. There's nothing here, as far as I know. I think I'm more concerned about that oxen that might not be human. Or an animal, anyway. It's not of this town. Let's get out of here. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. That was something. Something about. Maybe Shadowheart could do something, or Shadowcat. Shadowheart, did you,
Better start a conversation.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
Moo!
So can I not talk to it? Like, can I like? Well, yeah, that's where I'll say it right there. I don't know what just happened. That strange little kid tried to threaten me, and that went somewhere. It went nowhere. That concludes this chapter anyway. I'm gonna see what my friends have to say. At least I got I'm doing all these saves so I can always roll back, go back in time and, try things from a different perspective. But in the meantime, I will call it from here just to, get a move on. We do have some Minecraft later. In the meantime, I will catch you all later. You all have a good one. Let me see, new save. Oxen. There you go. I mean, I could attack it. I don't know if I want to attack it though. Like, what if it's like somebody that's been TF'd? Like, eek. I don't want to get in trouble. But all right. You all have a good one. As I say, nuzz nuzz, and good night and good luck. Bye.